They have a history of bad management. They have a history of not treating their players well. They have a history of cutting players. But as long as I get my first commission out of it, I could care less, because guess what? There's 100,000 of you right behind you who are willing to take that same job. I could probably get him in there, get the money from him. He gets cut. They're going to come right back to me. I'm going to find another player, get him in there, get his cut. They fire him. They're going to go right back to me again, and it's just recycle. It's a hustle. That is a real situation. That happens a lot when it comes to agents. Not every agent is like that. It's very, but it is very rare to find someone like that. I have one of my friends. He has his agent. He known him since he was like in high school. He's been his agent, and he's been working with him since he was in high school. And I told him, you are blessed beyond measure just because you have someone that you have a personal relationship with, that you can choose to be with at all time, and they really rock with you and they really want the best for you because you grew up with them. You have a personal relationship. This is a relationship. We're trying to get the better for my career. I'm trying to advance in my career. I'm trying to live my life and take care of my family and be in a good situation. If you don't have a correct relationship, or not correct, if you don't have a strong bond with a person, they're not going to really care about you too much. They're just going to keep it business. I don't really care about you too much. I'm just trying to get mine just like you're trying to get yours. But I have the upper hand because I got the connections to the teams. So is it more about the connections with the team or the relationship that we're building to try to get to our ultimate goal and our ultimate place? And a lot of times it's not like that. They don't really care about if you can get to your best. They're not looking at a 10-year plan for you. That's a good question. The next time you talk with an agent, ask them, what's our 5-year plan? What is our 5-year plan? What are we going to be doing? What we should be looking at by year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5? What is the trajectory? What is the positioning that you have for me? Before you sign with an agent, that's what you should do. Ask them, what is our 5-year plan? 10-year plan? Before you just jump in and, I need a job. You're too thirsty. You can't be thirsty. You have to do your due diligence. The lack of regulations and oversight of agents. What can be done to protect the players? To protect the players, I really feel like every agent should be FIBA certified. You shouldn't be able to be an agent if you're not FIBA certified. That's the only way you can protect the agents from the players, and you can protect the players. Because if you don't even have a FIBA certified agent, there ain't really too much they can do for you when a team misuse you or abuse you or take advantage of you and don't let you, they rob you or they don't abide to the contract. Most of these agents don't be FIBA certified, so they can't even really go to FIBA and fight for you and get your money back or get your situation handled because you're not even a regulated agent. You're just a guy that knows a lot of players and knows a lot of teams and putting things together. I think that I seen the stat I had put. Oh man, what episode that was? I had the actual stat of how many agents are FIBA certified. It was probably like less than 1,000, and the ones that were not FIBA certified were like almost 9,000. like to be FIBA certified, you have to like take a test. You have to pay to like keep your license every year. So you're held by a higher standard because you're literally having to pay and to be on point with that. Like it's not just you just wake up and show up and then it's like, hey, I got this player, I got this player, I got this player, and then whatever happens to him, you just dip off into the sun if something bad happens to the player and you're not there to protect them. But if you actually are under like contract and you have to worry about losing your license if you're not taking care of the business that you're supposed to be taking care of, that is the only way that agents will actually be able to, like, you can put more fire onto them and they will start doing what they're supposed to. They will be not so much the wild, wild west and everybody out here bad mouthing and trying to take the players down or not really look out for their best interests because there's no repercussions for them. You take away the repercussions for agents. I don't even think I've had a situation where I heard an agent ever getting in trouble for mistreating a player or putting a player in a bad position. You never hear that. You never hear a situation where an agent is lost his license for abusing a player or putting him in the wrong position or agents getting, like, you don't really hear too much about that. The worst of the worst agents will still have jobs. There's people that still sign to them, people that still be getting opportunities and signing players and still stick them in bad situations. Happens all the time. Go listen to the interview of the truth about China basketball, and it just kind of shows you like management of people who say that they're agents and what they do for players and the situations they end up in, but they're supposed to be representing these players. They're supposed to be big time people representing these players, got agencies, got all this, and look how they're treating the players, and look at the types of situations that they end up in under management of these agents. And none of the repercussions fall on agents. It's the player's fault. Always. No matter what, player fault. Get stranded, you don't get money, you don't get paid, player fault. Not the agent who knew they don't pay well, who knew they don't treat the players well, who know all these things, but it don't matter, I just got to get money. It's a hustle. So there has to be more jurisdiction and more, they have to be someone that's regulating. 8,000, 9,000 agents who are not even certified out here just running around getting over. It's a great hustle. It's a great hustle. Y'all just stay tuned. If you tune into this podcast, and if you stay with this movement, I am letting you know, whoever hears this, I have a very big game plan, very big ideas in the works. How long it will take me to get it done, I'm not sure. But it is something that is going to give us back the upper hand. I'm an athlete. I'm the player who goes through a lot of these situations. So my heart is out for us players because I know how much we get used. I know how much we get abused. I know what we go through. And I just want us to be fairly compensated. Like a union, just for us to be compensated, taken care of, and just stop the abuse when it comes to us players, male and female. I'm working on something strategic. I'm putting it out there. It's going to work. It's going to be here. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.